Hello. Hold on. There you go. Hey, Nalani. Will do.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Ooh, but I gotta turn this volume down.
My loud self is coming on. You got to turn it down.
I hear all that. I know when you come on. I hear that ass.
I know I can't even laugh. Excuse me.
Coming on. I hear that ass before I even hear you talk.
I know, right? Yeah, I've been taking a nap. I have no school, so I just been
No,
taking a nap and trying to catch up, and especially when you have an asthma attack at night, it just drains you. I get drained. I'm really tired in the morning, so
I don't like them asthma attacks at all.
they're no fun.
Feel like a elephant on top of your lungs.
I think, and also like I start panicking also because you can't breathe. So I think that's like the worst part of it is like you're trying to catch your breath and you're like, okay, I can't breathe, and you start panicking. Well, at least I do when I have one. But other than that, how you doing, Big Easy?
Got those speakers not on here now. I'm good. I can watch the movies
Oh snap!
without putting the headphones on. That sound good. 19-inch monitor compared to that little one. I'm fancy now.
Ooh, fancy.
I graduated from this little thing
Uh,
to a 19-inch.
I know I seen that it was legit. Your setup was nice.
Yeah, I sent you a picture. I forgot that.
Yep. Is the weather warm up? I heard that the East Coast was supposed to have a really bad snowstorm coming in.
Oh no, 'cause it's over here. My hip killer.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, gracias. ¿Y usted?
I'm okay. It could be better.
Yeah, I have asthma too. I know how that goes.
Yeah. Usually my asthma just acts up in the summertime, especially when it's hot. It's the heat triggers my asthma, but since there's fires over here in California, I'm just dying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if that right now, come back here on asthma attack. That's all I gotta do is step outside and let that cold air get in my lungs and come right back in the house.
Yep, the cold bothers me, the hot bothers me, the mugginess bothers me.
Oh, see, I can't do humid. Humid is. I remember getting off the plane in Texas one time and having that humid air hit me in my face, and I was like, oh my God, I felt like there was a car sitting on my chest.
Mm-hmm. That happened to me when I went to Taiwan.
Mm.
You get off a plane and walk into Asia, you're like,
I could imagine. Excuse me. Are you at work, Miss Thing?
yep, giving people cereal. Look,
Yum.
got shredded wheat, chocolate peanut butter.
Interesting.
Oh, don't got that maple. Please don't show that
Chocolate peanut
nasty
butter.
maple
And
cereal.
yes, I have maple, and it tastes
Oh,
good actually.
yeah,
It's good.
I know she's going to show it.
It's good actually.
She know I hate everything. She tell you I hate everything.
He
I
does hate
hate
everything.
everything. It's only one thing she ever showed was some strawberries. That's the only thing I ever
Oh,
liked
no.
she showed was some strawberries. And I forgot what flavor
Three
that
different
was.
cereals.
Huh? Oh, she talking to a customer.
Chocolate peanut butter Cheerios.
I'm so shocked that she's able to serve peanut butter. Over here in California is so anti peanut butter, any nut product because of allergies.
Oh my god, no peanut butter.
Yeah, my son can't bring. He can't even make his own self like a peanut butter jelly. So, well, I make the sandwich, but he can't bring it to school and eat it. Like, not just
They
sharing
have
for the
not
class.
done that here in Oklahoma at all because I think it's crazy. At school, like the menus that they give out for the month will show,
Uh-huh.
they're having, anything, chicken nuggets or something, whatever for
Right,
lunch.
right.
And if they run out, they start handing out peanut butter sandwiches to kids. I'm like, you just
No,
can't do that.
Is that jail
Especially if they go on field trips, that's what they bring them. They tell you you cannot send your children lunch, and then they give them all peanut butter.
oh
Oh,
no.
you'll kill somebody. You can't do that. And they do it all the time.
Somebody gonna have a kid gonna have a reaction to that peanut butter, and it's gonna be a major lawsuit.
It's like candy, doesn't it?
Nobody likes it.
Oh my god! It tastes like the new now they call it Muddy Buddies, but they used to call them Puppy Chow.
Oh
So that's what
yeah.
it tastes like is when I make Puppy Chow. And the Cheerios too. Same
I
thing.
call them ranger droppings
Big bowl
because
of
I make them
candy.
around Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you had some bear claws on your video that day. I was
Oh,
mad. I was looking for some bear claws.
oh, the chocolate croissant.
Yeah, I was mad. I thought there was bear claws at first.
Well, I had made one that kind of tastes like it's called an almond croissant because that's what's in the middle of bear claws or almond paste. So like I made an almond croissant, but I was mad that I kind of overcooked it a little bit and all this
Hmm.
the middle splooged out everywhere. I was
Wow.
like, well, that was a waste.
I want some hashwa.
Some what?
Hashwa.
What is haswa?
Hashwa is Arabic.
For what? What's it look like?
It's 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 lamb, rice, nuts.
What kind of are you talking about? Like, because turkey is we have the similar food. So is it like lamb chunks or is it like ground lamb?
It's ground lamb.
We call that köfte in Turkish. So basically, like it's kind of like a it's like kind of like a meatball, but it's not a meatball.
No, it's not a meatball. It's a dish.
Well, they smash it into like a football shape, but it's not like a meatball. I'm trying to explain it to people who don't understand
Oh,
what it
you don't
is.
understand it.
Yeah.
I think I know
So
what you're talking about.
it's kind of it has like cumin, it has salt and
Yeah,
pepper, and
yeah.
then what they do is they make it into like it's like a meatball, but they make it into like a football shape, and like it's called kefta. Or they put it on a kebab and they cook it on the barbecue.
That's how the
Yeah.
turkey makes it. I got it from the Palestinians.
Well, Turkey is the Ottoman Empire, and Ottoman Empire was ruling all that stuff. So most of the food is very similar. And what gets me is when Greek likes to claim a lot of Turkish food and stuff like that. I'm like, that's Turkish. That's not Greek.
That is so weird how different cultures over there. I always want to cover these. Everybody's food is the same, but somebody gonna put a twist on it.
Right,
Different.
exactly.
That's what everybody does. Everyone has a twist, and it's all the same food.
Right.
But I tell anybody, I like the Palestinian haswa.
Mm. Yeah, a lot of people don't like the pine nuts in their rice, but I don't know, I like it.
I like the pine nuts and the rice.
I know it gives a little taste, huh?
Yeah,
Tex-
yeah.
My ex-husband was African, and when we first got together, he just took all the ingredients. Well, he'd eaten my food before, so he knew I could cook, and he decided he wanted to test me. So he just took all the ingredients for one of his African dishes, but didn't tell me what to do with it. He was
Oh
like,
boy,
"I'm just gonna leave this here, and I want to see if you can make
figure it
something
out.
when I get home from work." So I'm Creole. He took
right,
out
right.
he took out red onions, Roma tomatoes, red bell peppers, and some meat, some chicken or something. Dude, I took all the vegetables and I chopped them up, sauteed them down, chopped up the tomatoes, put them in there, sauteed them together, added the meat, fried it all in there together, and I made like a jambalaya type dish. And then, and he had habanero peppers. I put the peppers in there. So he came home, and that's what was ready. And I made a pot of rice. And him and his roommate, sat down and they started chowing down. And they're like, "How you know how to make this?" And I was like, "I just made you a pot of freaking jambalaya."
Right.
And he's like, "No, this is pepper stew." I'm like, "No, baby, that's jambalaya." He's like, "Well, only thing you got to do to change this to make pepper stew," he's like, "take all the stuff and put it in the blender."
That's
Instead of just chopping
exactly
it
my
up.
ex-wife does the exact like recipe, but she adds like she added like 5 or 6 habaneros and that shit. And I'm just like, girl, you're gonna burn your ass. See, I'm Muslim, so I don't eat really like pork and stuff. But she put like the ham hock and like the chicken, and then she would go make her fufu with it. So like I'm like, well, that's what I mean, like a lot of Turkish food is like tomato based. So I was
Yeah.
like, we kind of have the same stuff in Turkey too. So that's crazy how it works, huh?
Yeah. And the other thing that they add, they cook stuff with palm oil, and then they put Maggie cubes in every freaking thing. Like they think Maggie is like the best seasoning in the world, just a freaking cube of bouillon.
It's like Hispanics and Goya, huh?
Yeah. Everything has to have a couple cubes of Maggie in it. And I'm like, that's like pure salt, right? Salt and grease. Okay. I'll add some salt and grease for you. Extra salt and grease. You got it.
I eat everything. I'm not prejudiced. I just don't eat chicken. I'm allergic to it.
You
You're
ain't allergic
allergic
to
to
it. You just don't
chicken?
want
Oh
it.
no, I
I'm
love my
allergic to
chicken.
chicken.
He ain't allergic. He just don't want it.
I can't eat it.
He don't like chicken no more.
I can't eat it. I'm
He
allergic to
don't
it.
like chicken no more.
Let
You
me
better
give you
pop.
some tomatoes then and see how you like it.
No, that's a different thing.
See, that's a different thing. She won't talk about me and she
There
See,
can't
are
eat raw
foods that
tomatoes no more. I can't
there
eat
are
I,
chicken.
foods when you
I'm a
start
thick
off you
girl, so
can't
you put
eat
anything
and then you
in front of
can.
me, I'll eat it.
You is not big. Get out of here.
When I first had surgery, I could not eat chicken. I could not eat pork. I could not eat beef. I didn't care which. I certainly couldn't eat fish. But as you get further out, you're able to tolerate the fats that are in each of them more.
hmm
And I
Yeah,
still
yeah.
can't eat
But you won't
chicken.
even try to see because you don't want to try it. You're like, nope, I don't eat chicken.
No. I don't want to have diarrhea all through the house. That is the most hurting feeling. Water
See, but
diarrhea.
Oh my God,
that
you don't know if
reaction,
it's a fart or you're gonna shit yourself.
that reaction is a reaction that you can grow out of. The
Well,
reaction that I have to
it,
tomato is from the acid and the sugar, and you can't grow out of that.
yeah, like okay, so like I'm not like one of those strict
They're
like
good.
Muslims that were like, well, if you give me something and I don't ask what it is and I find out it's pork, you know what I mean? I already ate half of it. I'm not gonna waste it, you know. So
It don't make you sick.
it do make me sick. I like you said, you get the runs from that fat of that meat, like you're not used to. Your body's not used to it. So it's
My
like,
ex-husband will eat pork. He claims he doesn't because he's Muslim, but he will go to Walmart and get sausage on a stick, get corn dogs, and I'm like, you know, you're not supposed to eat that, right? What do
right,
you mean?
right, right, right. Like even
It's
even
pork
like
in
Rice
there.
Krispies, you're not even
I used
supposed
to
to be
roll my
eating Rice
eyes at him on
Or
a
Krispies.
she a
daily
wild world.
basis.
But see, this
He
is
was
what my mom
always eating pork.
this is what my mom said. You know what I mean? Like I was born in Turkey. English is my second language. But like, you know, she said this is what she said. She said people didn't know. They didn't have science back in the day to say that this is what was wrong. If you cook this meat, you don't cook it all away, then you're gonna get sick. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like they didn't have that science like we do now. And you know, like my family, like and my mom's friends from Turkey come over and visit, and they'll eat like pork. I'll see them sit there and eat pork, and I'm just like, why are you guys eating pork? Like I thought, and she's like, oh yeah, when we go to other countries, we do what they do, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because he used to get on my last nerve because, you know, he made sure I didn't buy any pork. I didn't cook any pork in the house, but we would go places. Like he went to a family reunion thing with me, and my cousin barbecued. We went over to their house, and I fixed him a plate of everything except for pork. You know, I fixed his plate so he could eat.
Mm-hmm.
We get ready to leave to go home. Why does he grab a rib off the stove and he's sitting there chomping down? And I'm like, what are you doing? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, that's pork. And then he's going to fake like he's spitting food out. Like, oh my God, this is pork.
You know that's
Puh,
beef.
puh. I'm
You
like,
know how
who is
beef
that?
rib look. Beef
I
and
know.
pork
He
Pork
rib
knew that
look
rib
the
has
whole
a
totally
time you
tiny
give
from a
it
different.
beef
to him.
rib. Like the
He was
fuck.
chomping on it, eating it up. He's like, how come you didn't give me this? Because it's pork.
It's slime.
You know why I didn't give you that? He's like, what? Oh, spit, spit. Yeah, right.
Right. I don't know. I just feel like, you know, you're with people, you
Did
know,
those
like
plants come today?
It said the thing my
She
account says
didn't
it'll
hear
be
me.
delivered sometime before 8 p.m. It hadn't come yet because I get an email as soon as my packages are delivered.
Okay then.
But it says before 8 p.m., so they're taking their time.
my package was I was supposed to have a package coming in yesterday, but it's over in Tennessee. I'm like, how the fuck does it go from Illinois to Tennessee? And I'm all the way in fucking California.
Oh
Like,
my god.
They
so
route stuff
Tennessee.
crazy. Well, my plant is actually in Oklahoma, and it's been on the truck for delivery since I think I looked at the thing at like 8 o'clock this morning. So it's been on there
I
since
put
like
a
6 something in the
40-hour
morning.
heat pack in it. I wanted to still heat it. Lord, it was only a 40-hour heat pack in it.
They're plants. They
Well,
can
at least it's in
survive.
the truck.
Them
It
trucks
is
don't
in the
got heat
truck.
in it.
It's in a moving truck though. It's not as cold as if it was sitting outside somewhere in a yard.
Them
Right.
trucks would be cold. You won't get it to tomorrow.
No, it's gonna come tonight
It better
because
be, or
I
you gonna be
because
mad.
I have that account. Because the way my account is set up,
Uh-huh.
once they send me out an email and I know my stuff is coming, they gotta deliver it.
Okay. I sent
They might
you.
skip on the people who can't see what's on the way and what's arriving today, but the people that can see it, oh, you get your mail.
Right.
Because
When
they
did
send you
I mail
pictures
them
of it and
first? I
everything.
mailed that out Tuesday.
They send you pictures of it and everything. I got pictures of the actual paper mail that's supposed to be coming to my mailbox today.
Oh yeah, I have that too for my USPS.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mailed them plants out 3 o'clock Tuesday. The man went straight to the distributor place. No middle
Well, it got
place.
to the Oklahoma post office like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning this morning, and then put on the truck at 6 or whatever time he loads his truck,
Oh
and then he
my
just
God,
rides
them
around with it.
plants been driving around all day.
But he doesn't bring my mail to my house until about 3 o'clock.
Oh, okay, man.
My mail, like he takes forever before he finally brings my mail to me. I don't know what he be doing all day, but he's real slow getting to our street.
That's
You're probably the
ridiculous.
last.
He probably lives somewhere right there around us, so he saves us to last so he can drop it off and then go home.
Mm-hmm.
They have to take the trucks back, don't they? Over here in
No, not if
California,
it's
they.
your truck,
Oh really?
because they can buy themselves a truck.
No.
They can get their own truck and then they can take it home. And sometimes they can just take them home anyway.
I gotta see
Like
what
we
she
have a lot of
going.
police officers here that have their, squad cars are all at home.
That
They take everything home here.
she wanted that big plant. I didn't know that plant. There was little pieces when I put it in there beginning in spring. I just put it in water. It just grew over the
Ever had puppy
summer.
chow or buddy buddies? That's what it tastes like. Yeah.
It just grew over the summer. They see I know. I went over there. I was streaming. I picked that plant up. She say, "Send me that
Chocolate
plant."
peanut butter. These are both chocolate peanut butter and the nuts maple.
you should have. You
If
should
you've
have
ever had
heard
Muddy
her.
Buddies or
She said,
Puppy
"Send me
Chow,
that
both of these
plant."
taste exactly like
Okay.
it.
And I made sure I filmed it so she can't say, "You chucked my plant down before
Oh
you
yeah,
mailed
that's
it to
better.
me."
But this is like to actually eat in a bowl of cereal. That's a whole lot of sugar right there. If it was done the real way, that's right.
I did not want to hear her mouth talking about I chopped her plant down before I mailed it to her.
Mhm.
I filmed it. I got it all filmed. I did not chop none of that plant. I made sure
Here, I've
that
never seen
plant
any. They
is
got
not
smoked
chopped
wings,
down.
but turkey necks and turkey tails I get from the little crest that's on
Then I gave her
Freedom.
other plants too. I gave her
That's
peace
where I find
lily,
them.
a baby peace lily too.
Sometimes the big crest has them, but the little one always has them.
So she might got peace lilies
These are both
already.
chocolate peanut butter. It's a shredded wheat, and that's
Yeah,
Cheerios.
I love plants. I
It's
have
like puppy
tons of
chow, muddy buddies,
plants.
whatever you call them.
I didn't know you
You know
had
that cereal
plants.
people make with the
Oh
chocolate
yeah,
and stuff.
I have cactuses. I have succulents.
But
I
that's the
have a whole
original
bunch of
name.
stuff.
When I grew up, that's what it was always called. Now they changed it to Muddy Buddies.
You never show your apartment. You just show your fish tank.
Well, I live in the ghetto, so I don't think anyone wants to see what my apartments around my apartments.
You live in the hood. It don't look like no hood.
Oh well, my house is nice. I take care of my house, but I just live
I
in
mean,
there.
outside didn't look like no hood.
Well, it was clean that day. I'll take you pictures and show you around my neighborhood.
I didn't know you lived in the hood.
Oh yeah. My mom doesn't now. My mom lives in Rockland. That's where all the rich white people live. Like,
If that's the hood, it must not be that bad then.
Oh no, it is. Yeah. It's just the fucking how the California is right now. Like the rent is so crazy. Like my rent for a 2 bedroom in the bad side of town is like almost like 1,800 for a 2 bedroom.
Oh my gosh.
Right. So like I've seen a lot of people when we first moved in, like 7 years ago, my
Mhm.
rent was like 650.
Ooh, I bet that's good.
Right.
How did it
So
jump up to be another?
right. So I mean I've seen a lot of people on like a steady income, not steady income, like a what's that word I'm looking for? Like say if they get like social
Fixed
security or
income.
yeah, fixed income, there it goes. The fixed income out of apartments. People who watch like my son grow up from like he's 6 years old and we've been living here 7 years. So since he
Um,
was since a
have you
baby
ever had
baby
Puppy Chow or Muddy Buddies, like the
to
Chex Mix? That's exactly what both of
now
these taste like.
it's sad. Like I see them homeless and I try to cook and I cook extra and I try to find them and if they're around it's sad. It's a sad situation. They
So
see
I
pastors.
guess people on Social Security get like $3,000 or $4,000 a month. Then
No.
Mm-mm. It
No.
what?
depends on the person. Most people know.
No. I would
What
say
you mean?
I think the minimum they could get, because you put into Social Security over here, how California does it. If you haven't worked at all, you get the minimum. And I think the minimum was just is $800 or $900 in California. So
How you gonna pay your rent?
that's what I'm saying. These people are going homeless and you know what I mean because they're on fixed incomes.
No, it's
It's
still chocolate peanut butter. Same thing. Chocolate peanut butter. Yeah, both same flavor. Yeah, this one is
But they don't
maple.
got subsidized apartments.
You're welcome.
there's barely any. Like we're having a housing crisis. Like basically they're trying to gentrify all the areas and make it where white people could come in. Not no offense to anyone in watching the stream or but basically that's what gentrification is you're kicking out the people. You raise the prices. We seen that
Right.
in San Francisco. So that's what they're doing out here now because everyone in San Francisco can't live. It's too pricey because I got pushed out of San Francisco. My first apartment when I was 18, well 17 and a half was fucking $3,000 and it was a fucking studio. So, you know what I mean? That's moving out here because they're trying to gentrify the area, kick out, even in San Francisco, like the projects my fiance grew up in, they're tore down and put new not projects, but new subsidized housing.
Condos.
Yeah, condos, because it's right near the water. It's on 3rd Street in San Francisco. That's where like they put the brand new ballpark. So, you know what I mean? They're gentrifying the area so people can't live and it's going.
That's what
I'm
they
ready.
doing everywhere.
I'm ready to move out of California. Like that's just I
That's
don't
why
know.
everybody's moving out of California. Then
Yeah, that's
I'm
that
moving
it's
away from the lake,
right. That's why and
the
it's because
ocean.
it's not feasible to live here. You know what I mean? Like they say that for a person to have a 1 bedroom house in California, you need to work 2.5 jobs, minimum wage jobs.
Oh my gosh. So after a
Right.
while, California is gonna be just for the filthy rich.
Basically, you have to have money to live over here.
So where everybody moving to?
Um, there's a lot of people moving to Georgia, a lot of Colorado. They're moving out.
But
In
Colorado is so expensive to live there.
well, now it is because everyone that was the first, that was the first migration was, to Colorado. That's what built Colorado up, and that's why
Good. How are you?
Colorado got expensive was because of
Yeah, actually.
the move of Californians into to that state. So now it was Georgia. Everyone started moving to Atlanta, and Atlanta got started getting a little pricier and shit. You see how that works? The
Yeah.
the effect of how that has in the market of all these people moving. Even I think now everyone's trying to go from Texas because Texas is, I guess they have more, like less taxes and So everyone's moving to Texas. Like I know a lot of people that
But rent is still high in Texas. You might have less taxes, but rent is high.
Well,
How
depending
much
on
is
where
the
you
rent
go,
in
right?
Texas?
If you buy a house, that's a different story. But rent's high,
Yeah.
real high.
She know Texas.
Here in
My
Oklahoma, like cost of living is lower, but depending on where you live, rent is I don't know,
you're in
mediocre.
Oklahoma?
I'm in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's awesome. My fiance's mom and his family moved out that way. We're thinking about moving out there. I said before we just like jump the gun and move, let me go visit there before.
Well,
She
before
said
I
it was
moved
too
into my
hot
house,
out
I
there.
had a rent house, and it was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath rent house, and my rent in that rent house was $1,200 a month.
Wow, not bad for a 3-bedroom.
For 3-bedroom.
Uh-huh.
And then you got to pay all your utilities. Well, what kills you in Oklahoma is the utilities.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because like what I was used to from Texas in the summertime, that's when you have your highest electricity bills and stuff. Because that's when you have the air conditioner. Well, here it's the other way around. Like it's still high in the summer, but it's like 3 times as high in the winter.
Oh no!
When you turn the heater on, my electricity bill was about $700 a month.
Wow!
Oh my gosh!
When I got that first bill, I was like, I need somebody to come check. Something's wrong. My bill is, it shouldn't be this much. This is, I don't understand. And they're like, oh no, that's normal. It's like it's normal.
That's outrageous.
And you don't even like heat.
That's the crazy part. Thank you. You're welcome. That's the crazy part. In that house, I wasn't even really using it, but it had no installation, so.
Yeah, I agree
that I used, so the pipes didn't freeze.
Yeah, when you have a house that has no insulation, like the fire, like my house is not really insulated. It's, the ghetto fabulous. So like I spent one day out there and my asthma started fucking up. I'm like, you know what? I'm going back to my mom's $500,000 house and I'm going to sit in here with the HVAC and I'm going to be able to breathe.
She couldn't breathe over the house. She was scaring me to death.
I scared myself to death. I made an appointment. I called at 5 a.m. into Kaiser. I was like, oh no, I have to go. Like, I need to go to the doctor. I need my inhalers refilled.
There was one middle of the night. I woke up and I text you. I forgot what it was. I think you had a nightmare.
Oh yeah.
I said, what was wrong with you?
Right, I remember.
Don't worry about it. I do that to everybody. Everybody know that. I know what's something wrong with somebody.
I know you be catching me on all the time.
Everybody know that about me. I know when somebody's sick.
So I have all my plants at my mom's house.
You can't hide that from me. When she's when Nani's sick, I know when she's sick. She feel like she ain't, but she ain't gonna tell me. But I know when she's sick.
But the thing is, when you're pretty much always sick, you just stop acting like you're sick.
She try to play it off. She really try her best to play it off.
Which one do you want?
This one tastes like syrup, and then these taste like Muddy Buddies. So he wants the syrup.
Oh, the plants. She's showing the plants.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't even see them. Let me get over
I'll
here.
show them again.
Welcome.
All those cactuses.
Cactus, succulents.
Donut? She doesn't have donut.
No donut.
I got some weird ones too.
Mommy,
I like the weird plants. Yeah, I moved them from my house to my mom's house because people were breaking and stealing my plants. So I was like, you know what?
Oh no,
No.
you gotta get them from over there then.
Right.
What
We
joke
used to
I
have
was
pretty.
saying? I said, I've got to visit Eric. Y'all gonna have to rub me down with so much suntan lotion. It's gonna be ridiculous. Cause I'm gonna burn.
Oh yeah. See,
You
I'm
think it's
Turkish, so I
funny,
just get tanned. I used to
huh?
burn when I was younger, but not anymore.
I still burn. I'm coming from the north to the west. You know how bad I'm gonna burn up? Ooh, you know what? I didn't even think about sending her none of that either.
Aloe?
Yeah.
I have this is you see this pot? I made this pot. These pots right here. I did this in
Mhm.
ceramics. I did that
Cute.
one and I did this pot and this one's in.
I didn't even know she. Lonnie,
Mm-hmm.
do you got any aloe vera?
Do I what?
Got any aloe vera?
Do I
Cause you
have
didn't
any?
say nothing.
I don't have any, no.
Why didn't you say anything? I would have mailed you some.
You was trying to get rid of the ivy, and I said, give it to me.
I gave you. I would have. I would have sent you some aloe vera plant.
Here's a little
You was
house
fussing
tour.
about that ivy, and I said, send it to me.
I got sick of it.
Somebody killed my
She
ivy,
didn't
so
take her shoes off.
I needed
Who?
another one.
You didn't.
Oh, I'm wearing my house shoes, bro.
You was
You need
outside on the
shoes.
porch.
You need to walk. Do you see this is all tile? They have all tile downstairs. You can't walk on this barefooted. You're gonna die.
But you didn't switch shoes.
Well, I wiped my shoes. These are my house shoes. I went out and I wiped them on the thing. See, look, every door has the little stuff. I usually take off my shoe. Look, see, I have my shoes taken off. I don't usually wear my shoes inside, outside.
Mhm.
That's that cultural Muslim shit.
The Christians do the same thing. So what are you talking about?
Really?
Yeah,
All the Christians, I've never seen taking off some I don't know. I haven't been to a white person house where they're like, yeah, can you take off your
I didn't
shoes,
say
please?
white person house. I said the Christians does it too.
Oh. When you say Christians, I usually think of white people. So.
Oh my gosh!
I am
You know they
Christian,
are Arabs.
I
Christians.
was
and
just
I am
making jokes. I was
only
sorry.
partially white.
Don't take
No,
offense.
they not.
I was just making jokes.
She was making a joke. She know what I was talking about.
I
Yeah.
know, but I don't wear shoes, period. So as soon as I walk in, I'm not wearing shoes until I have to go to work.
Oh yeah, I
You
like
know I
being
know
barefooted
about the
too.
Middle East.
Oh my goodness. So I was painting. Well, I was helping
I
my
meant
son
to
paint one of his
ask you
portraits.
that, Kristen.
Huh?
Do Turkey people have Christian people? Christian?
Oh yeah, we're secular. We're like the United States. We don't choose a religion. There's no like religion of Turkey, like nat, national religion.
So
It's
that they do have different ones instead of
yeah. So there's Christian
Christianity and Muslims.
and there's a lot of Jewish people, and you know what I mean.
I know there's Jewish there.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's Jews there.
These are like Muslim, Jews, and Hindus.
What happened? Say it again. Sorry, my phone.
Hindu.
Muslims, Jews, and Hindu.
Not many Hindus.
Really?
Uh, there's a lot of
Because
Christianity over
Totem,
there.
he mentioned a holiday, and she didn't know what holiday it was.
The Diwali.
Yeah, Diwali.
Oh,
Because she's like, Diwali?
I can't hear.
Like, she's
yeah.
not
Some people.
Hindu.
Some people don't. I mean, I'm kind of glad that it's being more accepted. You know what I mean? Like, when we're growing up, you just hear about Christmas and shit. And, you know what I mean? Maybe they'll throw a Hanukkah song in there. But, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't as diverse or, like, culturally accepting as it is now in America.
Yeah, they wanted everybody to be like them.
Right, right, right. A lot of assimilation, especially, like, what I seen growing up, you know what I mean? Being a foreigner in America.
So how long you been here?
Since I was 7.
You
These are
really,
me.
man, you Americanized now.
Well, my whole family is just me and my mom. We go back to Turkey. We have a house in Turkey. Every year we go back. Well, I haven't been back in it since I had my son, but what I mean, like they go visit. So,
So
That's the only box they have over there right
he
now.
wouldn't
Yeah.
know
I
nothing
think they're
about
supposed to make
Turkey,
one
would he?
that's a little bit
no, he
smaller.
does. He speaks
This is the only
Turkish.
one they
We
have right
teach
now.
him. Oh, my son, he know.
He speak it
Yeah, he does.
foreignly or just mix?
Mixed.
You're looking for what? It's all the way in the front, where they have like
Like
ice cream and
he
stuff.
could
That's where
understand
cool it
it. He
is
could
in the freezer.
understand it, and sometimes he'll be afraid to pronounce the word because he doesn't want to pronounce it wrong. But like he calls my mom Anane, that means grandma in Turkish, and like so what I mean, he talks to her. We talk to my family in Turkey in Turkish, and he understands, and he talks to them. So I mean, like he does know,
Do they accept him?
of course.
But he's American.
Oh, it's not like that in Turkey. But Turkey's very like so okay, so last time I went to Turkey, we have a mall in the city where I live. It's called Izmir. And like there is a Popeyes in our freaking mall. Like I have a picture of me with like some fried chicken. I was like, hell yeah. It's very Americanized. Like it's a tourist Turkey is a tourist country. So basically like there's a lot of Americans coming in and out.
There's what was that? It was who went there? Pond. He went to a beautiful resort over there in Turkey.
Oh,
I
really?
can't remember what resort it was. It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
on the ocean.
Yeah, there's Turkey's 3 sides of water, so there's a lot of oceans over there.
Oh, it was a water park. It was gorgeous.
Speaking of a water park, coming from America, I have bikinis and stuff. I thought I was gonna be like the only one in a bikini. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna be like, look, I have tattoos and stuff, like, so all my tattoos are showing, and I was like, oh god, am I gonna be judged over here? But no,
You got
like,
tattoos.
most of the women
How
were wearing
you end up
bikinis,
with
and
tattoos?
well, you hear, like,
Your body
it,
is your temple.
yeah, usually Muslims don't get tattoos, but
At
then,
all. Oh
like,
my
but
God! You better
listen,
not go by no old person. They better shoot you a new.
no, I've seen a lot of girls in little bikinis with tattoos. I was like, okay, I'm not the only one. Turkey is very modern. Turkey is very modern. If you go there, most of the people know English, so like they teach it in school, as the second language, but you learn it from like elementary, like conversational English, not like how we're talking right now. But they'll understand if you go, okay, where's the bathroom? They'll tell you where the bathroom is. It's very
They got a lot of.
modern.
They got English signs up.
well, they want to assimilate to the West. So, I mean, like America is the set standard of, assimilation of countries in Europe and stuff like that. So,
But then with me, a lot of languages, by me being having dyslexia, a lot of different languages I understand.
well, if
The
you learn
writing,
the base languages are Latin and Greek. If you know that, I mean, you could learn so many languages easily. Because most of the languages are the same. Like we have a lot of French influences in Turk. Called Turkic, the ancient language. So there's a lot of French
hmm
influences in the modern Turkish. So, what I mean? Like, it's not very nasally, like if you hear a lot of Middle Easterns, they're like, ah, 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 we don't really have, our language is very smooth, because of the French influences. And some of the words are the same. So, like, if I hear France, someone in France, talking, like, I can understand it. That, and I took, French in high school, but, it has similar language, how they set up their sentences and stuff like that. So,
you can read it easy.
right,
The
right.
reading is easy, but speaking the foreign language, I mess it up. But
Yeah,
reading it is easy for me to read it than for me to talk it.
right.
Cause that southern accent would murder it.
It's like everything ever.
For me, because I learned Spanish in school and as a child, because I lived in Houston, so you're gonna learn Spanish. It's easy for me to understand Italian and French
Right,
because they're
right.
very similar.
Exactly.
She don't have time. She don't even
German
talk with
too.
a southern drawl. You can hear it from her kids, but with her, you don't have time. You hear that southern drawl come out of her.
I have a drawl if I give myself one.
You won't give
I,
yourself one.
I, I bet when
I
she get
don't.
mad and come out.
No, it doesn't. It actually
Oh
does not.
no?
Because I never had one. I never
Oh
had
really?
an
She never had
accent.
it.
But when I moved to East Texas with my granny, and that's where all the country folks are, they had an
Yes, East
issue with me not
Texas.
having a country, accent. So I learned to create one. So
That's
I
when she
can
Okay.
have
got
an
it.
accent if I need one, but that's not how I talk.
She had to pick. They like, where she come from? She can't.
Yeah, they didn't
No,
like
I
me.
had one of my close friends was from East Texas also, and she was really country. She like don don dee. I was like, well, damn,
Mm-hmm.
speak, and they speak
Yep.
slow. It's
Very
slow. It's
slow.
not
I have
very
one cousin
slow.
that I can mimic the way she talks perfectly, and it makes my family fall out laughing when I do it. Because she'll see me, she says, Leilani, how you
How you doing?
doing? It's like, I'm fine, Becky. How are you doing? I'm good.
I went to Georgia. I was in Athens, Georgia, and
Lord,
like
you got
I
murdered there.
I shit. No, but like living there, I started I pick up, accents. So like, like it took me a while when I came back to like California to stop like, having some like draws on my words. I think it's cool, like I don't know, go to England and live there for like 3 years, and all of a sudden I have a California English hodgepodge.
Do like Tina Turner, move to England and become English.
Shit. I don't know. I don't know who's more oppressed, is England or America.
They tried so bad. They put
I
me in
always
so
thought it was
much
so
speech
funny how she
class
speaks when she was born in Nutbush, Tennessee, but now she speaks with an English accent. It's hilarious.
because she lived there so long.
But still, most
Well,
people
she
think
go
you can't
back
get
to
the country out of you. But she sure got that country out.
if she go back down there, she'll see that southern draw come back in her.
Yeah, I agree with
She
that
wouldn't have any
because
reason to go.
if I go to Turkey and I like stay there for a month and like I come back, I could feel my accent on some of my words. Like sometimes I have to English was really hard for me to learn. So like I have to really pronunciate some stuff or like I'll fuck up like my I'll be like, damn.
But when I go to East Texas, the closer I get there, the more that like I'll just automatically start, sounding like that. And I can't remember who it was that I was driving. Oh, it was my little cousin. I took my little cousin with me to a reunion, and we were in the car. Came from Houston, and I was talking like I normally talk, the way she's always known me to talk. And then the closer we got to East Texas, she was like, "What did you say? Huh, Ronnie? What you say?" And it was like the closer I got, the more country was coming out. It's just like, what in the world is happening to your voice?
Yep, you got around more people talking that language.
Well, we hadn't gotten around them yet. I was in the car.
Mm-mm.
It's something that I automatically do, I guess, because I know I'm getting ready to get to them, and so I don't have to hear it. I just automatically start switching. But even still, I don't. When I do it, I'm still not talking country enough for them. They still say I'm proper.
Papa.
She's so proper. She bougie. Yeah, okay, I'm proper and bougie. Sorry.
You said you're from Houston? Or you
I
grew up
am. I am from Oklahoma, Houston, Louisiana, all at the same doggone time.
She
I
Yeah,
was
moved
raised in all
around.
the areas. I just traveled around back and forth
yeah,
my whole life.
my stepdad's brother, my uncle, he's a lawyer, a defense lawyer for the federal department in Dallas.
Hmm.
So and my stepdad's family is from Texas. They're from Canton. There's like a little
Yeah, I know where
Hey,
you're
hold up.
from. East
Rob.
Texas. It's right
Okay,
near
yeah.
where my family's from. Yeah, that's East Texas.
Yeah, so they're from Canton. They own like I guess
I
they used to
do
own that
it, and
town
I'm
back in the
not
day and
either, and I am mixed.
but yeah, so we went over there for like my great grandma's funeral and we go
I
visit
see.
and stuff.
And
It's
Canton
pretty, but
there's a water park in Canton that we would take the kids to.
yeah,
It's the only
I like
water park in East Texas.
what was it the second Saturdays or whatever? I think it was the first Saturday, second Saturdays, or I mean first Mondays or whatever. It was like a flea market that was like once a month with all the livestock and all the
Oh,
stuff.
all those little towns do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all the little towns. It's like some of them, like in the town where my house was in
Oh,
Overton, that was every weekend. Every weekend, Saturday and Sunday, they had that.
oh really?
The little flea markets, yeah.
Yeah, I like to go watch the animals, and I was like, oh my God, look at all these
Go right ahead.
dogs.
They're right here. Which one do you want?
Excuse me if you guys hear some water running. I'm making some tea.
I wonder
My
if Rob's
first.
still here. He gone.
Rob probably was at work. He probably like popped in to say hi.
Think he gone. He works second shift. I forgot that. I didn't cook nothing to eat.
What is? What the heck?
Mm-hmm. I think they're pretty good. I like them. It's made with real maple syrup.
Yeah. She know I like new foods. She tell you that. I'm skinny B.
Oh, see, I'm a big girl. I like my foods. You put something in front of me, I'll eat it.
You can have it.
See, my fiance is I can't when I make stuff,
You want them?
I can't tell it what it is. I'm like, okay, here's some food, eat it. Cause he won't eat it. Like if I tell him what it is, he will like, okay, no, I'm good.
You wanna know what it is?
Right.
I can't deal with picky people.
Oh, I can't
Tell
me
me what you're
either.
allergic to, and then I'm gonna cook you some food. That's how
Right,
far we're
right,
going.
right.
If you're not
Right.
allergic to it, you're finna eat. Don't start telling me what I can't put in food. Eat it. It's good. When I was living in East Texas, I worked at this one job, and I would cook for them. And before I would, I'd say, I already knew everyone's religion, so I knew stuff that I could and couldn't cook. But I need to know, like, if anyone had allergies to anything, because I didn't want to cook
Right.
with anything anybody was allergic to. And this one little girl, she raises her hand,
You want some tea?
and she's like, onions, bell peppers. She just starts going down the list of, like, every vegetable in the world, every seasoning product in the world. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, you're allergic to all of this?
No.
She's like, well, I don't like it.
Oh
Now,
no.
every single day, the girl would go to McDonald's and get a double cheeseburger.
Oh no.
So when she started making her list of stuff, the ingredients that she didn't want in the food that I was cooking, starting with onions, bell pepper, celery, which is the base for almost everything, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to give you $2 so you can go get your cheeseburger, and I'm going to cook food for everybody else, because you're not having unseasoned, unflavored food because
Right.
you don't want ingredients. It's like,
Right.
no, I'm not messing up my food. That's not happening. I'll give you $2, and you can go get your
Happy
burger and
Meal.
fries that you normally eat, your extremely healthy McDonald's food, and we're going to have dinner. So for everybody else, they had meatloaf, purple hull peas, mashed potatoes, cornbread. I made some kind of cake.
That sounds bombs.
Uh,
I'm already getting hungry. I just ate.
What else did I make? I made something else.
You always eating.
I stay eating.
Look good. Me
All right,
too.
here.
You know, I'm talking about she big, a big girl. She is not
I,
big.
bruh, how much do you think I weigh? I weigh more than people think. I just look, I look like that because I'm tall.
Yep.
I hide my weight good because I'm shapely.
If they like it,
So
then
I
they
got,
buy it.
I got hips and I got curves and I got shit. So I don't look big as
You never
I
show
am.
yourself, so I don't know how you look.
But you're on my Facebook page. I have full body pictures on my Facebook.
No, you don't.
Bruh, go look at
You
my
don't
picture.
have one Facebook page showing your body.
No, bruh, you just have to look. I got a lot of pictures of me showing my body, standing up, everything like that. You just need to look through my pictures.
Now you
Are there
trying.
pictures
Now
of
you
me on
calling me.
mine,
I'm a
Mark?
peak in time.
I have like more than like 100,000 pictures of me because
How old is these pictures?
Are there pictures of me on mine, Mark?
No, they're new ones. Oh, bro, you just gotta look.
He
I
don't
know
look.
he
I have
He
my
probably ain't never
graduation
seen
in
a picture of
May
me.
where me standing up and all videos and stuff. See,
He's probably never seen a picture of me, and mine's all over Facebook.
I'm not.
he's
a
probably
peak in
going through my
time.
old ass albums and stuff. Now,
see
now,
one
now be
picture.
careful. Now be careful because before I had my son, there's some risque shit on my page. So if you dig in your own,
That's what I was going to say. Might see something crazy.
May the 16th.
May the 16th.
Graduation picture.
See, what's funny is you accept men as friends, and you expect that they're gonna go and look at stuff, and they don't. You accept a woman, and all of a sudden you have 50 million likes because they go through every single picture.
Oh
you
no,
have
they
ever
go through
taken.
the picture. They just know not to like it. Cause I get some stuff like,
women
damn,
like
you look good in your
everything.
picture. I was like, well, that's from like hella years ago, bro.
July the 13th, 2017.
Women start liking, and you're like, what in the world? Phone just going off crazy.
Yeah, I have it. I have
She
all of
had
them.
her weight in her hips.
My ass and my hips, bruh, and my thighs. That's where they go.
Yep, they in her hips. That's where she had her weight in her hips.
My
And
weight is in my boobs.
I wish I had some big old titties. All my family members have big old titties, and they were like, "D-Line, your boobs are gonna be so big." No, I'm just bottom heavy. I got the ass, I got the thighs, I got the hips, I got those, big childbirthing hips.
I have hips and thighs, but they're not as big as they used to be. When I lost weight, my legs went away. I miss my legs. My
See,
granny
that's what
always
I
said I
need to
had
do.
big birdie
Yeah,
legs.
I need to,
My
I
granny
need to
always
lose
loved my
some weight.
legs, and they went away. That was the first thing I lost. I lost those in the hospital. I lost 100 pounds in the hospital, and it was all leg.
Oh
By
man.
the time I went home, my pants were just so flappy and hangy. It's like, dang, what happened to my legs? And I didn't even think my legs were fat. They looked like muscle, but shoot,
That's
I guess all that
that's
muscle
what my
went
mom
away.
says. She's like, "You're hella shapely, like 'cause muscle structure. That's just how I'm built. I'm Egyptian
Like,
and
dang, did
Turk,
I
so
lose
like,
100 pounds of muscle in the hospital? What in the world?
right, right now I'm afraid to lose weight. I'm like, damn, am I gonna be like, am I too old to lose weight now? Am my skin not gonna have that bounce back?
And I always thought it was funny because the people that had surgery the same time as we had meetings every week. And all those women
Uh-huh.
were in there complaining because all their boobs were going away. They just kept losing boob. That's where they were losing. My boobs got bigger. They're all complaining about losing
Kathy,
boobs and their boobs going
Kathleen.
away. And I was like, oh, yours are going away? Yeah, no, that's not happening over here.
Yeah, I wish I had
Kathy or
big boobs.
Kathleen?
I lost leg. All my weight went from the bottom.
Kathy or Kathleen?
Some tea.
So I am looking
Huh?
now. Most people know me as Kathy or Kathleen.
Oh God.
And now you know I was here.
See, no one calls me that except for my family, and I hate it. My mom won't. She named me. I have fucking three fucking names, and she won't even call me by my first name. And I'm like, Mom, that's the name you gave me. How the fuck are you gonna call me by a name I don't want?
Well, I don't get called by my name, period. I get called by nickname, so.
I wish.
My whole life, really, the only person that ever really said my name was my granny. And she'd always call me by my first and my middle name.
She should never told me to go over there and find out her name was Kathleen.
Oh
But
shit! No,
everybody
my whole
else,
name is Dila Alara. It's not Kathleen. It's Kathleen. We don't have the th sound in Turkish.
Honey, your name is gonna be the way I pronounce it from now on. With that southern drawl.
Oh shit!
what'd you say your first name was?
My name is Dila
Okay, you have to
Alara.
call her Dila.
Alara is Alana with an R. So if you think Alana with an
Lana?
R, with Alara, Lana with the
Honey,
R.
that ain't gonna come out right with me.
So call her Delilah. That's her first name.
She know her name.
Delilah. You just trying to call her Kathleen.
I know, sounds like my
Her name
mom.
is
I'm like,
Delilah.
damn, I hear that name and I cringe. That's like,
Her name is Delilah. If you can say Leilani, you can say Delilah.
it's not that
Somebody
bad.
knocking on my door. Hold on. I'm coming.
Yeah, I correct people a lot with my name. Like, I don't know, like at first when I was younger, I didn't, you know what I mean? But then like I'm like, no, my name is not that hard to not know how to pronounce.
I correct people with my daughter's name all the time because I named her Ryan.
Uh-huh.
And here in Oklahoma and down in East Texas, they want to make it country because they see the spelling of her name and they call her Ryan. And I will correct people all day long. That's not her name. Her name is
Awesome.
Ryan. She has a Muslim name. They don't have Rayan. Her name is Ryan. You can call her
Awesome.
Rayan. Because I mean, I can't stand Rayan. No, that's not her name. Don't answer to that. That is not your name. I did not name you that.
Right.
Ryan? No, I don't know who that is. I don't know who you're
I know
speaking
when
of.
someone calls me Kathleen, because that's what I use on my government documents and shit. I know when someone called me Kathleen, I'm like, who are
It's a
you? And
bill.
give me the, yeah, right,
It's a
right.
bill
Side
collector.
eye. If it's side eye for me, I'm like, that's not my name.
I can't stand when I hear Rayan. No, no.
How's it
Especially when she
spelled?
graduated last year. It's Rayann. Because there's two versions. There was what was the male version? The male version was Rayaan, which is how
Uh-huh.
I wanted to spell it.
Uh-huh.
But my husband was like, no, that's for boys.
Right,
So
right,
you
right.
can't put hers like that. So the girl spelling is Rayann,
Okay.
which country folks automatically look at it.
Right.
Ryan? No, that's not
Right.
her name. It's not her name. Her name is
Mhm.
Ryan. You can call her Rayan. Or just don't say anything because I don't like Ryan. When I was pregnant with her, he gave me this Muslim book. He's like, here, find a name. And I couldn't stand any of the names in the book. They were all it was like men's names, but with the A at the end. And I thought that was the most ridiculous thing. Habiba,
Oh no. No.
Abdullah. I was
There's
like, come on,
there's
seriously?
beautiful Muslims names without having to have male dominance.
Not in the book that he gave me. I was like, are you
Oh,
serious? So I found two names that were acceptable, one for a boy and one for a girl. I was like, man, I don't know where you got this book from, but it's not working for me. I found Rayon, and I was like, we can do Rayon.
my
Plus, I
son,
like the meaning of Rayon also. It was the name of the gates of heaven. I was like, okay, I'm cool with that.
right. My son, his in Turkey, you have to have a Turkish name. So like my name, my mom wanted to name me Alara Kathleen, yeah, my last name. But they were telling her, no, you need a Turkish name. So she looked in this book and she's like, oh, I like Dila. Dila, Lara goes together. So that's how I got my three damn names.
My daughter has 4 names.
Yeah, and my son's,
Because, yeah, she has 4 names. Because her dad's African. So when you're 7 days old, they give you another name.
yeah, your day of the week, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my son's Turkish name is Yeet, and it means warrior in Turkish. And I couldn't think of I knew his Turkish name, but I couldn't think of a good American name for him. My mom and dad, my stepdad wanted to
Hey,
name him
Jesse.
Ryan. They were like, name him Ryan,
The
name him
wrong
Ryan.
one.
No.
I gave you. They said I gave them the wrong one.
My daughter's name is Ryan Imani
Mm-hmm.
Kai. Kai is my grandmother's name. Like it's just people pronounce it K, but it's Kai.
Uh-huh.
So my daughter's name is Ryan Imani Kai. And then her African name, her Yoruba name, is Ayomide. That's the name she got when she was 7 days old.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Hello, Jessie.
Oh.
Goodbye, Jessie. He popped in and popped right back out.
Do you like the tea, Audrey?
I did.
Yeah, it's good, huh? I had to make some tea and honey for my
be the right one. Sweet Cookie in the house.
Cookie. I love Cookie.
Is Cookie in the chat? Hey, Cookie. What time is it? 5:24.
What time are you getting off of work, girl?
I get off at 6:30. I will start shutting this down at 6.
That's
What's
awesome.
for dinner tonight?
I don't know. That's what I got to figure out. I don't know what dinner is. We had the big salad last night. We did a video eating big salad.
Oh, that salad looked so good.
We had a barbecue chicken. We had what do we have? Caesar salad last night.
Oh God, why she had to say chicken?
We had an everything salad.
Where's Pond at?
I put some smoked ham in there, some smoked turkey in there,
turkey out.
cucumbers, Kalamata olives, green olives. I had
love
an avocado to put in there, and I forgot the avocado. I grabbed it when I was done eating. I put pecans in there, and a whole bunch of red greens, and boiled eggs.
Oh,
Parmesan cheese, Colby cheese. I think that was everything.
Mix up my drink mix.
I think that was everything. And then the dressing, I put some Vidalia onion dressing and a little bit of ranch. It was so good.
Vidalia onions are so good. They're hella sweet.
Yeah, they really are. That's the only onion I like, but I still won't eat it raw. It's got to be cooked.
See,
but
I like raw
onion in that dressing.
I like raw onion
in that dressing. I didn't realize there was chunks of them in there until my daughter spilled some.
Yeah, we have it's called Turkish salad. It's tomatoes, onions, cucumbers, lemon juice, and olive oil and salt. And you could put parsley in it too if you like parsley, but you know, some of us morning doesn't have parsley. Usually, like if you have it for dinner or lunch, they have parsley in it. But
me and my cousin used to do that, not minus the tomatoes. We did onion, cucumbers, and then the vinegar, salt, pepper. I think maybe a pinch of sugar, and that's what we would eat. Like put it in the refrigerator when it get cold.
Right.
Taste it. It's good. It's chocolate peanut butter. You like Reese's? Yeah. You don't like Reese's?
So what lamb dishes do y'all cook?
What I cook?
I have not cooked any lamb other than a roast.
I cook lamb all the time. I just had it the other night. I like taking lamb chops and putting cumin and salt and pepper on it and roasting them on the like on a pan with some olive oil, and then you make rice and then make that salad I was just talking about with it.
What kind of rice?
I like basmati rice, the long grain rice. I'm not a big short grain person. I like long grains like jasmine and basmati. Those are my favorite rice that I use.
Yeah, that's what I buy. Basmati and jasmine. Those are my favorite two rices. I have cooked a lamb roast. Oh, I've done a like a stir fry with lamb, like what I had when I went to Taiwan. I went to a place for teppanyaki. So I've done that. Just like stir fried with vegetables and stuff. Eat it with rice. I don't really buy lamb.
Lamb chops, sing along.
That was my favorite show. I still have my slippers when I was my son age. They were lamb chop little booty, like house slippers. I still have them.
I was thinking about that the other day. Like, you know how people post on Facebook and they're like, say how old you are by, naming something that would show it without saying your actual age. And I was sitting there, I was like, I'm as old as lamb chop.
Right.
I was born lamb chop. How about that? Or what was the clown? Bozo the clown. Yeah, I'm from Bozo the clown. Still born on
Barney
TV.
era.
No, Barney is my little cousin. I'm before Barney. I'm
Barney
Bozo.
was when?
Barney came out in like the 90s.
Really? I thought it was the
89, 90, 80, maybe 87. Because he was on for quite a while.
Yeah, see, I'm 88. That's why I probably, so.
Yeah, because I'm 77, so I'm pre-Barney. I'm
Okay,
Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, that's my fiance. My fiance 76. So that's what he talks with his era. He talks about.
I guess that gotta be a romper room then.
See, I don't know romper room, so that's before me. But I had, what was it, 1, 2, 3 Contact, and what was that other show? The Electric Company. Yeah, that's how old I am. I was on the show that came out before the show that Bill Cosby created, the
Fat Albert.
Fat Albert on, which was the Electric Company. Because before Fat Albert was its own cartoon, it was on the Electric Company.
Electric Company.
Then they got their own show.
See, and then I was Scooby-Doo, and then my mom watched like the old like I Dream of Genies and like Lucy and like Bewitched and stuff like that. The old, the old ones. Yep. That's what I grew up on.
I love Lucy.
Can say those because I watched all those because I'm from when cable TV first came out, so I had Nickelodeon, and when Nick at Night first came out, that's when I was watching I Dream of Jeannie and I Love Lucy, Car 54, Where Are You? So those shows are older than me, but I saw them.
Oh yeah, Adam 5.
Y'all won't believe what my favorite
Addams
show
Family,
was.
The Munsters, Green Acres.
Green
what
Acres
was your favorite
is the
show?
place to be.
Mr. Ed. Mr. Ed, your favorite show?
No, Lucy Ball.
I love Lucy. I love Lucy.
I love Lucy was my favorite.
You cooking for church? School.
Yeah. I had a thing when I was a little kid for redheads.
I think mine was I Dream of Jeannie because I think she was spunky and she was like she didn't take any shit.
If you've ever had Muddy Buddies or Puppy Chow, it's exactly what it tastes like.
Linda Evans. I think her name was Linda Evans.
That's I Dream of Jeannie, yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
I love those hips. No, Barbara Evans.
Was it
Linda Evans or Barbara Evans?
Barbara Edens.
Barbara Edens.
Linda Evans is the one from Dynasty. Barbara Eden is Jeannie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Barbara Eden.
I know it was one of them.
Yeah. Linda Evans was the blonde lady from Dynasty. She was Crystal.
Okay.
Crystal on Dynasty is Linda Evans.
Oh, I'm a
Joan
hip.
Collins.
I'm a hip baby.
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, I got a troll.
Oh, I know.
I got a troll.
Monkey bread.
Oh.
Supposed to make some monkey bread tonight.
A troll think they're gonna come in here and start some trouble up.
Oh shit.
They came in the wrong house. Brother, you came in the wrong house. You came in the wrong house. Cause Street Cookie gonna knock you out.
Get him, Cookie.
Colder. When am I gonna fix dinner?
That's what I'm looking at. I'm at my mom's house.
I'm about to get rid of you all the way. I don't even know
I need
who
something quick. It
Thomas
can't take
what?
forever.
I don't know who that
What
was. Wherever he is, he's out of here. Unhid the user on this channel. Ain't that what that says?
Unhide.
What you mean by what that mean by unhide? They done changed things.
The unhide means you taking it off.
Oh, he won't be exist no more. That mean he gone, right?
Let's see. Look how dark that is.
Oh
Oh, the
no.
cute.
They
So
done
my sister,
changed.
since the fire, my sister's over here also at my mom's house, and she has a cat. Her cat is a Sphinx cat. This mother freaking cat is like $1,800.
Thought you said
And this cat wants
1900.
to be an outside cat so bad. He want to
Uh-uh.
go play outside.
Uh-uh.
No, right. So he tries to run outside. I'm sitting here in the morning chasing this cat around. Chasing this cat around, trying to get this cat back in the house.
Oh my God, you got your morning exercise. How did the cat get out?
When people go out to go smoke, like my mom smokes cigarettes, or you know what I mean, he want to be under people's feet and run out. Like right now, he in front of the door, so I can't even leave outside.
I'm gonna run, Forrest. Run! Run, Forrest! Run, Forrest!
And he
You better
naked.
get your ass back in here. I can't afford to let you out. You
I
cost too
know, right?
much.
He's microchipped, but you know what I mean? Like, who's gonna take a cat this expensive to a vet?
He's that cat don't got no hair on his sound. I saw you petting him earlier. You had a dog on one side and cat on the other.
Right.
What was that? Who was that? Had that cat petting him? Austin
Austin
Powers.
Powers.
I forgot the cat's name from Austin
Mr. Bigglesworth.
My kids called me and kicked me off the phone.
Your mail came.
Ryan wants cheese sticks. Can I have a Lunchable?
Oh yeah, we love bothering parents when they're working.
My daughter has learned how to use the phone. Now
They
she's
just
calling
love
all
to
the
mess
time.
with her.
Well, she didn't know how to use the phone until this week. Now she knows how to use the phone. She keeps calling me.
Which one is it? The baby?
The baby.
Oh
Aww.
Lord, she in trouble now. She learn how to work the phone.
Oh shit.
I'm like, Mommy, are
Mommy?
you almost off? No, I'm still working.
Mommy?
And then she just sits there. I'm like, what do you want? Get off the phone. She's like, can I have a Lunchable? Ryan wants cheese sticks.
Mother, don't forget your eyes.
I just bought ice the day before yesterday, so I should still have ice.
Unless you dropped it on the floor again.
Right. I might bring some home just in case. Because I get really upset when I ask for a cup of tea before it's time to go to bed. She says, oh, we don't have no more.
I don't want to beat her. And I hear it all the way up here. I'm in Cleveland. I hear when she gets mad, too, when she don't got no ice. And she got to get up and go to Sonic and get some ice.
Sonic has the best ice,
after 9 o'clock. If she waits till after 9 o'clock, I can't go to Sonic and get ice because they're closed. She'll wait until, they're already closed and then say, oh, there's no more ice.
There's no more ice.
See, I got an ice maker.
Then I have to dehydrate.
No, it ain't going to work. She wants Sonic ice.
Regular ice melts too fast. It doesn't stay in my cup because I can't
Right,
drink
I understand.
Fast, so
I like the crunch. I like the crunchy ice too.
It lasts forever.
There's something
especially in this cup.
But when you eat on it, I don't know. It just tastes.
I don't eat it. I will not. I won't let myself eat it because I'm extremely anemic. I have thalassemia, so I won't let myself eat
Lean with
ice,
it.
but my drinks have to be cold or I can't drink them.
Lean
Mm.
with it. Rock with it. Lean with it. Rock with
Shut up.
it. Lean with it. Shout.
My back hurts.
Hercules. Hercules.
My back hurts.
Want me to come massage it for you?
Yeah, you gonna come do that in the middle of Walmart? I don't know what I'm fixing for dinner. And I'm way back here in the back. All I'm looking at is breakfast food, so I can't even think of anything because all I'm looking at is breakfast. Like bacon
You
and
know
eggs for
what?
dinner.
I should practice go joke on her one time. I should be in Oklahoma and be right there and play a practical joke on her and let her say, "Yeah, you come and do it right here in Walmart then." And I come around the corner and say, "I'm here. Now what you gonna do about it?" She
Look
wouldn't know
at you like
what
you're
to do.
crazy.
Look like I'm crazy.
We might have breakfast since that's the only thing I'm looking at. I can't think of anything for dinner.
I'm in this fish stick mode. I hate that.
You know what? I
Losing.
just bought some fish stick. Well, they're fish nuggets from Trader Joe's. I was in a fish nugget, fish stick
Okay, we
mode
might get them
too.
for today. Lila, do you want
I
to
don't,
try
I don't,
peanut butter
I don't
chocolate
even eat,
spread or peanut
fish
butter
sticks like
chocolate
that
spread?
anymore. I try not to, but I don't know. I just felt like it the other day.
Harper, do you want to try some of these? Tell me if you like them. Evan, there's peanut butter chocolate shreds. Will you get those? Let's
What
try
kind of
those.
fish you eat? Big Easy?
Let me try them. Oh, what are maple
I eat
Cheeto
all
flavored?
kind of fish.
They're good though.
Are
They
they?
really are. It's made with real maple syrup, so it's actually good.
Those are good too. Ooh.
I love all fish.
Fish sounds good, but that'll take too long. I need fast.
Fish is all good till it come down to a woman that eat fish and it comes out they pores. Honey,
Yeah,
don't you eat no fish? It comes out your pores.
yeah, that's a condition.
I never heard.
Mm,
I
It's
never
not a
heard fish
condition
coming.
I
I
have.
heard curry coming out of pores.
Now,
yeah,
there
some
are some
women.
people that have that do have some like a medical condition where certain foods just come out. Men and women. It's not just women. There's men and women that have that.
They can eat fish and that fish come right out their pores. You be like, honey, you don't eat no more fish. Talking about, I'm going to McDonald's get me a fish sandwich. Oh no, you ain't.
Oh.
You ain't allowed to eat no fish.
Well, it's like my grandfather. Toward the end, before he finally, well, he had to stop drinking, but he drank so much, like he just like gin came out of his pores.
Yeah, especially
Like he
like
just
people.
smelled like gin at all
Yep,
times.
especially when you stop like drinking or smoking too, the nicotine comes out of your pores. So like if someone
Hmm.
stops smoking, you get that nicotine from them. Like,
I've been sober
And
for
his it was
17
he had
years.
such
I
a
still
high
vape.
alcohol blood content that when he quit, it actually made him have a stroke. He had a stroke and went into a coma for about 20 days when he
yeah, they
stopped drinking.
they say that you're not supposed to like go cold turkey. That's what killed Amy Winehouse, was her going
Hmm.
cold turkey off the alcohol. She started having seizures and
Yep,
stroking out and stuff.
yep.
Okay,
And
You
that's
have
what
to
happened to my
wean
good.
grandfather.
yourself.
But it didn't kill him. He lived through it. They put him in a coma, and he was in that coma for about 15 to 18 days. And then when he came back out, he had to like get his speech back and all that stuff. But it was
Uh-huh.
funny because I was staying in my grandparents' house while he was in the
Uh-huh.
hospital, and my grandmother was staying up there with him. So I stayed at the house to watch the dogs and watch the house.
Uh-huh.
I was about 17 or 18. I was in high school,
Uh-huh.
and it was so funny because me and him had this really close connection.
Mhm.
He could see everything I was doing at home.
Oh shit.
And so he was laying in the hospital bed. And it was funny because he would tell my grandmother, tell Leilani to give me a piece of that pizza. And she's looking at him like, what the heck are you talking about? Leilani's not here. And then he's sitting there, tell Leilani I want a cookie. I had made some cookies. And so everything that I was doing at the house, he was like telling her, tell Leilani, tell Leilani put that pizza so and so and so and so. And she was like, your grandfather
Oh
over here
shit.
asking you to give him some pizza, asking you to give him a cookie.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. I never did tell her that I actually had each item that he was talking about. I
Oh
never
my
even told her because
goodness.
it
That
probably it would
would
have
have
freaked her
freaked her
out.
out.
It didn't freak me out,
Right, right, right.
but because I know my grandfather and I know how close we were. But if I had told her that I actually had pizza and I actually made cookies when he was asking for that stuff, she'd have been like, "What?"
Oh.
But it was funny. He was watching everything I was doing in the house while he was laying in the bed. Tell Leilani I want some pizza. Tell Leilani give me a couple cookies. And she's like, "What are you talking about?"
He know what she was doing.
Hmm. When he died, he didn't die until I was 21, 22, and that was he actually ended up having throat cancer.
Oh
And
wow.
I already knew when he was getting ready to die because he had already told me he was getting ready to die.
Right.
You know what I mean? I had come to visit, and he I was gonna come back. I think it was for Christmas or Thanksgiving, and he was like, "I won't be here." And he had told me he was tired. He felt like they were using him as a guinea pig because they told him he
Wow.
were giving him chemo, but all his hair grew back. And he's like, "This isn't chemo if I have hair."
Right.
Some people don't lose their hair when they get chemo.
No,
Some do.
when he actually was taking chemo, he lost every hair he had. He was bald. My grandfather was Mr. Clean for about 2 years, and then all of a sudden he had this long, curly, silky hair. And they told him he was still taking chemo. His beard came back, his eyebrows came back, his lashes came
Wow.
back, and all the hair on his head. He's like, they're not giving me chemo, and they're not going to play with me no more.
Right,
I told
right.
them, don't give me any more. I'm good. I'm done.
Right.
And
Wow.
he lived until about, I think it was June when he passed. I think it was June when he passed. But he was just tired. Because when I was there, he was like, I just wish I could eat a piece of steak and a potato. That's all I want.
Ouch. I need some
But he was sick
drugs.
for a long time before we found out he had cancer. And I was questioning him, but he was just, he would just, push me off because for about 2 years, all he was eating was canned ranch beans, pudding cakes, and ice cream. Like that's what he ate every single day. That's all he ate.
Mm.
And I was like, why are you only eating that? He's like, I like it. And I'm looking at him like, since when do you like beans so much that that's the only meal you eat? Like I was like, it's not making sense to me.
Right.
And then that's when I moved up here, and when I was here, my grandmother came home early. She's a school teacher. She came home early from
Uh-huh.
school one day, and she walked in the kitchen, and he had a pot on the stove, and she looked over in the pot, and it was just a pot of water, and then down in the bottom of the pot was a bunch of vitamins. And she's like, "What the hell are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, I have to boil my vitamins so I can take them." She's like, "What? What are you talking about?" He couldn't swallow.
Oh no.
He couldn't swallow anything. So that's why he was only eating mushy stuff because he couldn't swallow. He had a mass in his throat, and it was when they went to the hospital, when she made him go to the hospital finally, it was the size of a tennis ball.
Wow. Is he the refusal of him going to get checked out then?
Yeah, he wouldn't go. He would not go to a doctor. But
Right.
they had told my grandfather when I was probably 4 or 5 years old when my grandfather had gone to a doctor and they told him he had cirrhosis of the liver and it was so extreme he wasn't going to live another year. So
Right.
when they told him that, he was like, okay, well, I got a year. And he just never went back to the doctor. He said, I got a year. Well, he didn't die until I was 21 or 22. And it
Wow.
wasn't from cirrhosis of the liver, it ended up being throat cancer.
Right.
The liver
Mm.
didn't kill him. And he kept drinking after that. After they told him he only had a year to live, he never stopped drinking at that point. He didn't stop drinking until I was about 18.
Wow.
But he just felt like, well, they told me I was going to die. I'm just going to die. I don't need to go to the doctor.
This intern Jackson at 11:16. Where in the world is those
Yeah.
girl cokes at? When are you gonna start working on Saturdays?
Some Saturday they do some Saturday deliveries and even Sunday deliveries now too.
Mm-hmm.
It was in Ready,
You're
PA,
welcome.
USA on the 14th.
They did not give me coupons. But they're on sale for three something. I think they're usually four. And it's the big bag. It's the big box. Because it's supposed to be the smaller box that costs that much. So the big box right now is the price of the normal box. Thank you. You're welcome. That butter does not sound good at all. It's chocolate peanut butter, so it's like Reese's. Have you ever had Muddy Buddies, or we used to call them Puppy Chow? That's what these taste like. Both of them taste exactly like Muddy Buddies. You're welcome. How close are we to 6? 5:50.
It's 3:48 over
Yeah.
here. I got to do the time difference count.
That is the peanut butter last thread. Yeah. This one's like what? Oh, these are good. Maple real maple syrup. Yeah, this one's better than first. You're welcome. Start shutting it down.
Woohoo! But that must be fun. You get to work with you get to deal with customers and stuff and
Yeah, as long as I'm doing something that's not boring. Sometimes I have really boring events that didn't attract anybody.
oh, really?
That cracked me up. I don't work for Mars. I don't work for Mars.
Who's
So,
working
Work
for
oh my God,
Mars?
speaking of I think it was Sam's Club. I was reading it
Oh,
online.
it
I
got
guess
broke as hell.
some black guy he got the employee of the month, and I guess they took a picture of him and he was wearing a Black Panther shirt, and I guess they posted up, and I guess some customer was calling every day since he seen that his picture and was
What?
complaining about it.
This one? Mm-hmm.
So they thought he was in the Black Panther.
No, he was wearing a black, the Black Panther, the movie. He was a black man wearing a Black Panther shirt. He said, if a white man was wearing a KKK shirt, this would have been so discriminatory. This would be racist. And
Uh,
That's a
really? It's
movie.
a movie about Marvel comic.
right, right,
What in the
right.
world?
That's crazy.
Right.
It's a movie about a comic book character. Are you serious? So if he was wearing a
Right.
Spider-Man, were you gonna call in about the ASPCA or something?
Right.
Uh-oh.
But he refused to take it
You
down.
two
He
gonna
said,
get me. I got the Incredible Hulk on.
That's racist against green people.
I'm racist against green people now.
but that was crazy. Like, how dare somebody take it? Like, you gonna get someone try to get someone fired or try to, take it to corporate over a freaking Black Panther shirt? That's not like meaning your condemnation of what you think it means.
I got
It's
a
like you
chip
are an
nail.
idiot. Congratulations.
Right.
Here's your
Right.
sign.
I got a chip nail. I had to fix my nail. It's fixed now. I'm happy. Oh God. I need to drink a vodka. Vodka.
I had milk. They always have me buy milk to go with my cereal, but no one ever wants milk. But today it didn't even make sense because they gave me milk and they gave me forks. I was going
Forks.
to eat cereal
You
with
need
milk with a
spoons.
fork. Are
Right.
you kidding
Right.
me?
That's
Cereal
crazy.
and milk and forks. Four packages of forks.
Right. Wow.
I'm like, who was this idiot? And at first I thought they just put the wrong thing in my bag, but no, I read the paperwork. That's what the paperwork said. Forks.
Oh, whoever did the paperwork or needs.
Made an
I'm like,
error.
that made sense to you somehow. I don't know
Right.
how, because it doesn't make sense to me. But you were like, yeah, cereal, milk, give them some forks. Print that up. Put it in every box.
Well, you guys, I gotta start getting dinner ready before my mom comes home. I think that's the least I can do. Stay at her house for the weekend.
I'm still trying to figure out dinner.
I know. I keep on looking in the fridge and looking at the pantry. I'm like, well, damn, what am I gonna cook? All right, y'all. Have a good one. Thank you for having me.
You be back.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll probably be in the stream anyway, cause everybody gonna disappear once you leave. She about to leave anyway, cause she getting off work.
I'm on my phone,
She,
so it don't change where I'm moving. I'm still on the phone.
that's true.
It's different when I'm at home on the computer screen. Then, yeah, I gotta switch to something else. These cranberries. My granny used to make homemade cranberry sauce. I don't like the actual berry in my jelly. It grosses me out. I gotta Yeah, I guess go home. I gotta figure out what's for dinner first.
Now those were good. That was peanut butter, wheat checks.
So what are
Wheat
you
checks
gonna
No,
and shredded
peanut
cook
wheat.
butter,
tonight?
shredded wheat.
Shredded wheat. And I
Yeah.
love shredded wheat sauce. Those were good. Okay.
And the Cheerios are good too. Did you try them?
Yes, I did. I took some to I took one for Shirley. So I ate a couple of her Cheerios. Because you just had the two left. I said, okay, Cheerios. They were good.
I gotta put everything up. Employees always come around and taste everything.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Pioneer Woman has food now.
Pioneer woman.
She has that channel on the show on the Food Network where she does all the country cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she came out with a bunch of dishes and pots and pans and stuff. Well, now she's got food over there in the deli. I just saw it out of the corner of my eye.
Mm.
I still have to do all my shopping for Thanksgiving except for my turkey. That's the only thing I already bought because I need to put it in the refrigerator so it can start thawing out. Because you need so many days for every like 3 or 5 pounds or whatever. So I got like almost 15 pounds, so I had to buy that and put it in the refrigerator.
You was writing
Otherwise, I
out
would
a
have had frozen
grocery
turkey.
list.
I wrote out the grocery list a long time ago. I just haven't shopped
Oh Lord.
because I've been working
I
every day.
remember that list now.
All the way in the front.
Seeing it.
Yep. Little boy way back here in the back bought a hot dog and stuff looking for salad.
Mm.
You gotta go to the front of the store, baby. Find salad back here.
It feels funny looking at a 19-inch monitor.
Why? It's too big?
Remember, I used to look with this little monitor.
So is that one too big? You sitting too close? I think my monitor is either
I
19
can't
or
hook the
20. I think
TV
it's
set
19.
up to it because I can't hook the high def. I mean the HMO card won't fit into the computer because it's too small. I'm about to order a smaller HM card to go inside that deal.
Mm.
The card in that computer is too big.
I wish my TV was still a smart TV, but I guess it got outdated to where it's not connectable to anything anymore.
I'm about to go here on Amazon and see can I find a smaller HMN card. Either eBay gonna have it or Dell gonna have it.
Where's these chocolates? There they go. I'm like, where did I get these chocolate cereals from?
Cookie gone.
When I finish, every day I gotta come put everything back, so then I gotta find where I took it from. Woo! All right, there we go. Maybe I'll do a quick Alfredo.
That is so bad.
What?
He can't think of a title of his own. I said it's Freaky Friday. He said it's Fishy Friday.
Who is that?
Jason.
You're his muse.
That is ridiculous. Why did he have to? I say Freaky Friday. He said Fishy Friday. came with something better than what I came with.
You're his muse. You made him think of that. All right. Fix these cookies that I messed up.
What cookies you getting?
I'm not getting no cookie. I moved these all around, so I had
Oh,
somewhere to put my milk. So now I gotta fix up the mess I made.
townhouse cookies.
Yeah, they got lumps of coal and holiday chocolate chips.
Mm.
See the lumps of coal?
The holiday cookies.
That's the holiday cookie.
Too. Not diarrhea.
And then that's the lumps of coal. And then we got down regular. Whew.
Cinnamon what?
What you looking at, cinnamon?
Mm.
Ugh.
I gotta run to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Okay. I'll make a quick Alfredo. Parmesan. Mozzarella and provolone. I want to put shrimp in it or just chicken? Shrimp in there. Some fettuccine. Woo. Fettuccine. Look at all them turkeys. A lot of turkeys. Gobble, gobble. And I need the mushrooms. Chunky garlic. Excuse you.
Mushrooms.
Basil, oregano, parsley, rosemary, thyme.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Give the
Thank
baby
you.
some cilantro. Get the baby some cilantro. As they wait for me to come home for yum yums.
Man, I got a troll coming back every 5 minutes.
They like you.
I'm the best.
Cilantro for the piggy. Okay. Um, I got shrimp, whipped cream, whipping cream, fettuccine, garlic, mushrooms. I just need some chicken. Should I get some bread? Garlic bread. So I'm gonna get some bread.
Hey, Jason. You was streaming. You stopped already? You did 15 minutes streaming. He done quit.
He heard you complaining.
Oh, he gone anyway. Hey
Heard you
D.
complaining about the title.
Feisty Friday. We at Walmart shopping. Hey, where the old bakery at? That's what I be looking for.
That's where I am. I'm looking for some garlic bread so I don't have to actually make it.
I want the old bakery.
Garlic knots. Three
How's it
cheese
going? I'm
garlic.
doing okay this evening.
Ooh, that sounds good. 3 cheese garlic knots. Loaded with mozzarella, provolone, and
Mm.
parmesan. Yeah. Okay. And what else did I say? My chicken.
Yeah, and we keep watching. We can see how she cook all this. To tell
I'm
her
gonna get an
all the
already cooked
ingredients.
chicken. I'm gonna use the already cooked chicken so we can go fast. I gotta cook the shrimp though. I got raw shrimp.
The guy told you one day, no Texan driving.
I'm not texting.
Do they got that big tube of ground beef right there? I bet they don't.
No, I'm in the deli.
Oh, let's
Here we go. Get that chicken right there. It's ice cold. I didn't get a hot one. I got a cold one, so I can go ahead and debone it.
she getting up fresh, cut.
I got shrimp.
She got shrimp.
I make chicken and shrimp
Hey
Alfredo.
Pam.
Ham who? Is that cutting Pam?
Cousin Pam. Wyoming cousin Pam. With her 30s and 40s. I think I sent.
Want some Reese's?
There you go.
Want some candies? Some chips? Beef jerky?
Reese's
Oh,
Pieces.
I was gonna get that candy. Wait, let me go back. They got some Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Yep. You know that's where the Bean Boozled originally came from was Harry Potter,
Uh-uh.
and they have them. They have the original jelly beans and a bunch of other Harry Potter stuff over here.
Jelly beans.
Yeah, you know the Bean
I
Boozled
love
beans, the
me jelly
nasty beans.
beans.
They were originally Harry Potter. These were the originals. You get earwax, earthworm, dirt, cinnamon, cherry, candy floss, booger, blueberry, black pepper, and banana.
Harry
That's where
Potter.
the Bean Boozled jelly beans came from. Originally, it was Harry Potter.
Oh, okay then.
And they were so popular, they came out with the Bean Boozled game. But this is where those flavors originally came from, was
That's
Harry
Harry
Potter.
Potter.
Hmm.
I gotta go
So
Walmart next time. I'm gonna look for them.
I'm gonna
They
get
probably
some of
got too much
them.
sugar in it.
Me and the
How much
kids.
grams of
You ain't
sugar
gonna
in
eat them
there?
all anyway. You just gonna taste it, spit it out. It's nasty. Earwax. You plan on eating a lot?
Mm-mm.
And
Probably
these are
won't even
something
like
else.
it.
I've never seen these. They got jelly slugs. I'm gonna get these for the kids. These are just regular flavors: pear, sour cherry, tangerine, watermelon, banana.
180 calories.
Mhm. That's if you eat the whole bag at one time. It's a whole bunch of sugar, 30 grams of sugar. Get that for the kids. And then they got, if you remember in Harry Potter when they had that the chocolate frog or whatever it was, they got the chocolate
Uh,
frog. They have the chocolate frog. Milk chocolate with crisp rice. Get them for the kids.
you gonna make somebody get up and go to Walmart tonight. Watch. I bet somebody saying about I don't want to go, but she making me get up and go and try this.
That's all I see. These are cute though. Smooshy mushy besties.
That's why I'm going to the bathroom. I keep drinking too much, and it's flushing me
Smooshy
out.
mushy besties. You get candy, a charm bracelet, collector's card, and a surprise charm. Those are cute. I might get those later for Christmas stocking.
Do I see the bracelet, the candy bracelet back there?
Mm-hmm. Let's find a line to go in. They're all long.
Beep beep.
Yeah.
Man, it
We
must
were
be
just
still
talking about
warm
her today.
down there. No coats on.
We were just talking about Joan Collins.
What they say about Joan Collins?
Love, loss, and defying age.
Half.
Former Dynasty Diva tells all about her leading men, 5 marriages, and secrets for staying forever young.
Mm,
Secret for staying forever young? Have plenty of money for plastic surgery.
you got it.
Because she's had plenty. And always say you're 21.
Mm-mm. I'm 29 and holding.
My great grandmother was 21 until the day she died.
21.
I was never allowed to be born because she was only 21.
Somebody ask you what
Like,
your age,
dang,
Mark. I'm
Mamu, you ain't gonna
29 and
never let me be
holding.
born. Mamu was 21. I'm losing Harry Potter. Whipping cream, fettuccine. There are my scrimps. Parmesan cheese, garlic, Italian herbs, mushrooms. That's it. If my phone dies, I'll come back when I get in the car.
All right, then. But I know why we done killed it by now. But you got one of them phones that's powered back up.
Yeah, I got iPhone. It's an old iPhone, but it's an iPhone. Nah, it's cold, so it should be fine. The hot ones leak, the cold one not so much. Mm-hmm. It's congealed. I didn't buy that much, and I still spent almost $70
Mm-mm.
for
Them
dinner.
shrimp was probably 15.
Just for dinner. Well, dinner and candy. $70. Do some bargain shopping for this Thanksgiving food. I still have a bunch of stuff to do. Tips. Happy Thanksgiving.
Dry
I'll
skin.
find that. Parked over here.
Out the door she goes. The battery died? I think it did. No, it didn't. Yep. Let me check over here. Nope. Screensaver. Yep, I'm still here. I don't think nobody still left. Everybody gone. I'm tired of showing my face. I think I'm gonna put it on the fish.
Okay. Walking away from the Wi-Fi to shut me down.
Mm-hmm. Lurking. Pam says I'm still here. I'm just lurking.
Who?
Pam, she say I'm
Oh,
lurking.
Pam.
She's off for the next 2 days now.
Ooh.
She was doing water changes today.
I have to work tomorrow and Sunday, and then I'm off for a week. Yeah. And other than one day off, I've been working 14 straight. So I'm ready to be off. Super ready. I need a break. I was tired.
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 I need some sleep.
T-I-D-E. Tired. I was tired, boss. All right, hold on.
She said she tired.
I don't know why it crashed that time.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, you loud. Speakers down. Fix my work stuff. What you eating for dinner?
No, I ain't decided yet.
You better decide.
It's almost 8 o'clock.
That's what I'm talking about. It's late.
I'm going to bed.
You're gonna be starving in the morning. You do that. You eat something. Some kind of protein.
I do a protein shake if I get hungry.
You got some peanuts.
Mm-mm.
You got some cheese.
Mm-mm.
Excuse me.
I'll find something. I got no appetite.
I think I bought 2 of those.
I've been up since 3 a.m.
2 of those. I gave away 300 samples. I didn't have any handouts.
$6.46.
Come on, camera, wake up.
Mm.
Two more days.
2 more days and you'll be off.
Off for a whole week. Actually, more than that because I'm not scheduled to work again that following week until, well, he got Thursday, but I will not be working Thursday. This is my papa's surgery. But he has on there for me to work. I think it's Thursday and Friday or Thursday and Saturday. No, it's not Friday because Friday is open. You can move that to Thursday because I will not be working when my papa's having surgery. I will be at the hospital. I don't care how many times they keep trying to stick that back on my schedule. And then I looked at it. All it is me walking all around the store, putting up some little tags. You can put that
Okay.
on. You can put that on any day. It doesn't matter. If all I'm gonna do is go in there and put out some little advertisement tags, that does not have to be done on the 29th.
Mm-mm.
That's the only day I can't work. So put it somewhere else. Or give it to somebody else.
Thursday. What's the 29th?
Whatever the 29th is, that's the day that I won't be working, and that's where they keep sticking that job.
I just looked on the calendar. That's Thursday the 29th.
Day or Thursday, yeah. But I won't be doing it. I will be at the hospital. My papa is 89 years old. He comes first.
That's true.
If they don't like it, they can take the job because my papa still comes first.
That's right. Take care of family first.
When I was down and I couldn't walk for 2 years, papa paid my bills.
Mm.
To the hospital with him?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, right. He's the reason why I live in Oklahoma. So I can take care of my papa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, for that, I'd be living in Houston. I'm actually living in Overton. That's where my house was. I'd still be in Overton.
Okay. We lost her. Yep. I lost the web camera. This is crazy. Yeah, she gone.
back. I don't think it liked the little country town I passed through.
Didn't like it.
Huh?
I lost. When you left, I lost the signal.
Oh, really?
Camera froze up. I had to go reset the camera.
The screen like went funny and then it just kicked me out. I thought it was the town.
I'm like, I just went and got a new router. Computer was acting up, and I went and got another computer.
It's dark out here, isn't it?
It got dark quick. Oh, you're on some country road, ain't you?
Yeah. Because the Walmart that I work at is over in Choctaw, which is the country. The Walmart that's right here by my house, they don't do events. They don't do marketing.
Okay.
So the closest one to me is this one here in Choctaw. So she asked me if I wanted that store, and I told her, yeah, I'll take it. So that's my store.
Well, you know what? You know what you saw when you say that? I thought you said some cha-cha.
No, Choctaw. Like the Indian, Choctaw Indians.
Yeah.
Choctaw, Oklahoma. Not chow chow.
I ain't had no cha-cha in so long.
It's not too far from where
Somebody, you tell somebody some cha-cha, they don't know what I'm talking about. They say, what's cha-cha?
it's onion relish you put on your greens. Onion and pepper relish. Pickled onions and peppers, that's what it is. Put it that way. And cabbage. Yeah, this Walmart over here, this big one, this is literally right up the street from my house. But they don't do it.
They don't do samples.
But they were wanting to close it, so I think that's why they never started doing them.
Mm-mm.
And now they're upgrading it now, so I guess they changed their mind. It really is a pretty busy store. It's just an old store, so I guess they figured since they just built that new one in Choctaw, they would just switch over there. But this one still, you know, Choctaw is kind of far to drive if you don't want to go all the way out there. And it's a smaller store. It's much smaller. It's about half the size of this one. Let me see. That was that Walmart. Now this is my street to go home. And you can see how quick I'd be able to go to work.
I know.
It was that one instead. It's literally up the street. Literally up the street.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, I've been up since 3 a.m.
But that didn't sound like I'm sleepy. That was a
I wonder when your Wi-Fi gonna cut you off again.
I don't think it cuts me off when I come to the Wi-Fi. It just cuts me off when you leave the Wi-Fi.
Oh.
'Cause I don't have Wi-Fi in the car, but when I pull up in this driveway, I got Wi-Fi.
No, sometimes it just cut you off. Weird. You connect.
I've never had it cut me off when I'm connecting, but it cuts me off when it won't just switch over to cellular. Come on, bring y'all booties out here for the groceries.
Get on out there. Is your box there yet?
Yep. Sitting on the porch. She ain't even bringing it in the house.
That's a shame.
But when the box came yesterday, she went and got that. Had it open, peeking inside.
My box came. She didn't even get it out. Lucky it ain't freezing out there.
I'm on that. Or you want something else?
They see that candy, they gonna go crazy. Oh, candy. No, y'all gotta eat first.
See, you done told a secret.
How? I thought you was on my earphone. Earpiece.
You connected to the speaker.
Oh, I didn't know.
My food. She's like, candy?
Tell me they got to have it because they left the plant outside. They left the box out there. You know, I'm mad now.
Look at my email and see what time it came. It might not even
Left them plants outside for they know that box was there.
Let me see.
Ooh, that was loud.
All right.
I'm up now.
Where you going? What's Rayon doing? Tell her, come on. They didn't even send me the email.
That's a sign.
Let's see when I get in the house what time.
Still keep getting bags out the car.
Yep.
Your work bags.
Huh?
Your work bags.
No, I got my work bag. They was getting grocery bags.
Mm.
They want back.
Did I need ice? Okay. Well, I always just got ice, but you be dropping the ice.
Sure do.
Grab my box. Turn off the outside light. I need the walk rayon.
Why are you turning it back off? I don't know. Where's Emmy?
Come on, move out the way.
No, you just made me.
I need the wok so I can cook. Actually, you know what? Here's the Wolfgang Puck right here. Don't worry about it. I can't because I can't get this to turn on. So yeah, give me the wok. I gotta figure out what's going on with the Wolfgang Puck. Get all this milk and put it in the refrigerator. Don't go on my bed.
No, you turned it off.
Maybe the battery is low.
The battery is not low. She won't stop turning it back on and off.
Get all this milk and put it in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Pick this controller up.
Mommy, did you know that you could evict families out of their home and create a new family?
Pick this controller up, please. Turn it down. Okay, go that way with it since you're not turning it down. Who says so? I didn't say that. I didn't say
I
nothing.
don't hear them talking to you. That's weird.
You can't
They're
hear
not
them?
begging for food.
They are. You can't hear them. That's why I was talking to them.
Let me turn the volume up.
They're not squeaking yet. They're just chirping.
Now I hear them.
Yeah, they're just chirping right now. They haven't started squeaking.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There they go. As soon as he went backwards without going forward,
Huh?
where my food at?
As
You
soon
going
as
the
they
wrong
go taking
way.
stuff in bags and boxes, that's when they be like, hey, give me some.
Give me some.
Give me some. Where's mine? Here, go put the cereal up.
Y'all open up bags. Like, where is my? I want my hay. My lettuce.
They want hay. They want something fresh. When I walk in the door, they're looking for fresh food. They want that cilantro I just bought.
Oh, they seen it.
Well, cilantro is yummy.
No, they haven't seen it, but they know they gonna get something.
Mm-hmm.
They like the food lady home. All the milk needs to go in the refrigerator, and then I need the groceries that I just bought so I can cook. Where'd you sit the chicken so I can debone it? Let me open my plants you left outside. Mailman delivers stuff and you just leave it. You didn't leave that other thing. You was all peeking all in the box. Like me and peeking this one.
The heat pack should still be warm. The heat pack cold.
Here you go.
It says 40 hours.
What's this one?
That ain't nothing. That's to keep it warm inside.
Oh, that's what this was?
Yeah, that's what that plastic is.
No, what's the purple leaves?
The what? You just open that bag up.
I'm looking in the bag. It's a plant with purple leaves.
Oh, that's that Codoris. I can't pronounce it right. There's Wandering Jew in there. There's spiders in there.
There's the heat pack.
Is it still warm?
Not really. It's not cold though.
Oh, okay then.
It's not relaxing time.
No, this is not your yum yums.
They say that's my yum yums.
They said that it's yummy.
I need one of my glass vases, Rayon. Find one of my glass vases wherever they are. There's a purple one. There's a, or is it blue? Whatever color it is. Or a tall, clear one. Here's one up here. Here's a clear one up here. It's got a light bulb in it. And you just keep your plants in water, right? I don't need dirt.
No, that plant was kept in water.
Yeah.
Flowers in.
Huh?
Is it this the one that you put the Altus flowers in, and also the Valentine's Day ones?
Altus flowers are hanging upside down. Her flowers were dead.
Oh. Why?
Because they dyed them blue. You couldn't plant that.
Oh, I thought the blue roses was an actual thing.
There are some blue. There's some roses that grow blue, but no, the ones that were on Alta's casket were dyed blue. Look at them. That's not real.
Oh.
The inside part of the rose is like it was like a cream colored rose, and they dyed it blue. Give me a thing of water.
This is I really like the jingle balls.
Jingle balls.
Jingle bells.
Okay, turn it down, please. I can't. I am live. Turn it down. Turn it down. Turn it down. Or go play in there in the room. Happen to the headphones. All right.
Wow. I can't.
That thing is long.
I can't find the end of it.
You gotta unwrap it.
I'm trying to.
They need to help you. It's too long for one person to unwrap.
They're not looking at me. I don't want you to break it.
You can't eat it.
There we go.
Can't eat it.
Go back over there. No, it's not food.
Yes, it is. To them, it is.
Look like yum yums to me.
It's green.
Ooh, go back over there.
They say, Say, those are yum yums. Say, put them over here in my cage. I bet you it's yummy.
That plant be gone before the night over with.
It sure would.
It'll make a nice snack for them, but for us, it's not a snack.
She gonna take that plant out of there, Jack. They see that plant, it's gonna be hit.
They really just want to eat your plant.
There we go.
All they want to do is eat your plant. Exactly. They got yum yums in there. They just focused on your plant.
They say she came home with it from work. That means it's yum yum.
If you will stare at the plant, be like, I see it. I see that yum yum.
Like, I know it's yum yum. That lady always brings us yum yums. It's got to be yum yums.
It was meant to be yum yum.
Okay, let's see.
Yum, yum.
Move my
Dang it.
wax melter.
You got them. You got to find a smaller vase for them other plants.
Why? No, look at you.
I'm gonna put it in this little glass thing I got here.
Oh, okay then.
They did that on purpose.
It's still loud.
Go on my arm.
Still hear that TV.
They did it on purpose.
They should be going crazy now. I'm seeing that. Oh, that's some good eating right there.
They looking the other way.
On purpose. I didn't want to do that.
Somebody come over her house talking about, let me get a piece of that.
Ain't nobody coming in my room. This is my room.
Except for me and Shayla.
Somebody gonna be calling you. Somebody gonna be on your screen talking about, like, nah, send me a piece of that. Where you get that plant from?
I'm gonna say, Mark, go ask him.
They don't know me by Mark.
This one, if they say who's Mark, I'll say Big Easy.
That's why they let you let you open a box up on your stream. Cause I'm about to open up. I'm about to grow another one. You probably say I was joking. I wasn't gonna send it to you. I told you I was. You probably think I was joking when I said I was gonna send it to you.
No, I believe you. I had an ivy from when my grandfather died.
Mm-hmm.
And when I moved back to Houston, I gave it to my papa to keep for me. And when my granny died, somebody asked him for one of the plants from her funeral. And he told him no and gave him my plant. And when I came back, I was like, Papa, where's my ivy? He was like, oh, she wanted one of the plants and I didn't want to give away the plants. So I gave her that one. My plant was so long, it had grown up the window, all the way across, down the side. It was all the way over by the grandfather clock. I'm like, really, Papa? That was my grandpa. Like, I don't know that lady. Why she gotta have my grandpa?
That's Veronica.
Huh?
That comes from Veronica. She was 97 years old when she moved out. Her daughter came and got her, took her up to Ashabuta.
Uh-huh.
She gave me that plant.
Oh, okay. These are my two what's the name of that plant? Orchids.
Orchids.
Rayon gave me one and Shaylin gave me one for Mother's Day.
Okay.
What, 2 years ago?
1 year.
2 years ago. Because I didn't go get the plant this year, remember? I never got to go get it. I was working. It was purple orchids.
Yep, Veronica. That was long, but after a while, you gotta cut those plants down because the top of them they start getting empty on top.
The sticker is on here.
What's this? What did I do? I know there's some spiders in there. Cadidisis. I'm not
These
saying
right
it right.
here.
There's some Cadidius in there. There's some peace ladies in there.
Spider.
Yeah, spiders.
Trying to figure out which end is going down.
Those Cadidius, they grow beautiful in the sun. You start off with one piece, you end up with tons of it.
Give me another thing of water around. You got a cat on that game? You got a cat on that game?
No.
Look at what?
New York Gold.
You got a cat.
Hey, Donnie.
There's a bunch of them in the day room by the front door, right?
Oh.
I hearing a cat. Meow.
They're playing some kind of game with a cat on it.
It's a game where you have to get it right so you do not lose this game. I'm playing a piano.
Okay, well, can you go play it in your room? Because we don't want to hear the cat. Or get the headphones.
What did you drop?
Nothing. I caught it. The walk was trying to escape.
Mm-hmm.
So here's this one.
Really?
Set that one up there for now. Okay, put this water over there for the guinea babies. I bet the guinea babies, they do. They need water. Water.
What are you doing with the water? If you don't give us back that water right now, we're going to do whatever we can.
And here I got them some cilantro. And you need to put the oven on 350 preheat. And you need to wash my pasta boiler so we can put these in the microwave.
You know, there's a lie detector test. So if you go on it and see it's a lie.
That thing don't work like that.
I don't care. Sounds fun. Hey, press. Lie detector. Lie.
They mad at you.
They looking at the water now. They're actually excited.
Okay.
Ooh, what was that?
I switched from the phone to the computer.
Oh, I heard that. It woke me up.
I logged out of one and into the other one. Shaylin, it's not going to do anything. It's not real, baby. It's pretend.
I know. Right here.
I haven't said anything. Huh?
There's something.
Something.
I think I'm about to get off here and go to sleep. I'm falling asleep in this computer chair. Lonnie, you heard me?
I heard you.
Yeah, I'm about to get off here. I'm falling asleep in this chair.
All right. I'm gonna cook.
Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.
Very much. See you later, everyone. I can't see who it is because I haven't pulled that screen up yet.
Night. For a moment. 4 hours from now.